YouTube, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I got a good article for you guys. Go ahead and deposit your soul coins and let's get started with this video. Alright guys, what is going on? Yes, you've seen it in the title, and this is well deserved to be talked about. Take a look at the screen now. Guys, check it out. You feel what I'm saying? We got a good one from our good friends over at CBR.com. You feel what I'm saying? This time we have an article stating 10 Naruto characters who deserve a spin-off series. You feel what I'm saying? Now with this one, I'm hoping that this list has a lot of characters that we in the back of our mind know as anime fans and Naruto fans alike should deserve one. Before we hop into this list, one of them should be Minato. Second one, Kakashi. Third one, Rock Lee. Let's see if those three are on this list for this spinoff. Naruto fans are conflicted about Boruto, but spin-off series about characters like Obito, Might Guy, and Tsunade could reunite the fandom. Naruto characters are some of the most recognizable animated characters of all time. The depth and even unimportant side characters' backstories shows the level of thought and planning behind the series. As long as the anime is, Naruto still doesn't cover all the character backstories fans want to see animated. However, a spin-off series featuring some fan favorites could increase the franchise's popularity and give the closure Boruto failed to give. Another Naruto spin-off could take a different path from Rock Lee and his ninja pals, focusing on exploring the ethically gray nuances in the Naruto universe instead of just being a comedy if done right. A new spin-off could take a deeper look at the motivations behind the anime's most controversial characters and their actions. So, let's hop into it, okay? Number 10, we have Neji Hyuga, alright? This one's well deserved. Neji was considered to be a prodigy from a young age, but because he was born into the side branch of his clan, he didn't receive as many opportunities as his younger cousin, Hinata. Neji grew stoic and cold as he grew up, and it wasn't until his fight with Naruto that Neji realized he could still lead a life of his own. A spin-off about Neji would delve deeper into his change in mindset. Instead of Neji's shift seeming rushed, it would be more planned out. Neji's spin-off would also give more insight into Guy's teaching style, the lives of Neji's teammates, and Hinata's childhood. I think that's a good one. Let's hop into that number 9th spot, okay? Which goes to none other than Madara Uchiha, alright? Madara Uchiha was born during a period of war, so he grew up exposed to combat from a young age. The family members and friends he lost to combat motivated him to pursue peace, no matter what the cost. A spin-off about Madara would better explain his motivations, the process of him learning his many jutsu, his relationship with Hashirama, and how he came to meet Obito. His life could be explained in more depth than the brief flashbacks he appears in during Naruto Shippuden, okay? So far, this list is pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Y'all got it. Hold up. All right. Let's hop into that number 8th spot, okay? Number 8 belongs to the boy, Might Guy. You feel what I'm saying? One of the most impressive things about Guy is his grit and perseverance. As a child, he struggled a lot with ninjutsu, but he still managed to become one of the strongest in his village. Following the advice of his father, Might Die, Guy kept working harder despite the challenges he faced. Similar to Naruto and Lee, Guy's life is the story of an underdog on the come-up. Therefore, his spin-off series would probably be just as beloved as Naruto and Rock Lee and Ninja Pals, regardless of it if it was taken in a silly or serious direction. I would have to agree with that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have to agree with that. Even if it was silly, I ain't gonna lie, kinda, it was stupid, but it was stupid funny when, Guy and Rock Lee would do that crying and hugging mess. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's move on to the number 7 spot, and that goes to none other than Obito Uchiha. Similar to Madara, Obito's childhood was largely impacted by war. Unlike Naruto, who simply trained to be a shinobi, Obito had to train to be a shinobi and a soldier. The tragedies of his childhood caused Obito to have a complicated and mysterious life as he grew older. The details of Obito's life are confusing, so a spin-off would answer many questions the main series left unanswered. Obito's series would also need less filler since Obito's life has more elements and includes more events outside of Konoha when compared to Naruto's. I would have to agree with that. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Here we are. That number 6 spot. One of the guys the second dude I was talking about, more than likely. Minato Namikaze is given the 6th spot. Let's see why. Hold up. Minato became the 4th Hokage at a young age because of his legendary skills in jutsu. Besides his marriage with Kushina and his legacy as the village savior, not much else is known about Minato. Even his student Kakashi doesn't reference him much except for using his bell test on Team 7. Similar to Obito, Minato's life was shown in a series of flashbacks, so a spin-off would organize all that information and make it easier for fans to watch. The series could also wrap in more romantic elements by focusing on Minato's relationship with Kushina, okay? So, me personally, I truly believe that that's something that really does need to be deep dived into. As far as the one-shot manga, as far as Minato, I know for a fact that they deep dived into this, but it's actually time for y'all to put that in animation, okay? Time for y'all to put that in animation. You feel me? And guys, we are down to that number 5 spot. But before we go on to that number 5 spot, guys, if you have made it this far into the video, don't be afraid to hover and haunt that like button. You feel me? Go on ahead and tap that notification bell and go on ahead and like the video, because there ain't nothing better for you to do. Go on and like the video. Like it. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and hop right back into this. At the number 5 spot, we have none other than Tsunade Senju. You feel what I'm saying? Tsunade. Despite her short temper and gambling addiction, Tsunade is known for being a good role model because of her strength and abilities. Tsunade was the first woman to become Hokage and the only woman in the Sannin trio. Her reputation is the reason many characters look up to her, including Tenten. Tsunade's spinoff would give women the representation they want from Naruto. As a leader in a man-dominated field, Tsunade's story could show a different perspective on shinobi life. Tsunade's spinoff could also show more about her relationships with her fiancé Dan, her younger brother, and even her interactions with Hashirama. Okay, now guys, if you do remember, this is just another little side note. If you guys remember when Hashirama was brought back during the war, okay, there was little connection between him and his granddaughter Tsunade, because Tsunade was fairly young when Hashirama passed away. So given her interactions, I would only see it as, and I'm just throwing it as a hypothetical, I don't see her being around Hashirama more than the age of 3. You feel what I'm saying? If they push it past the age of 3, then that's surprising, because they don't show any other interaction besides that. Because the only reason why I say the age of 3 is because 2, even 1, the mind is going in a child. You feel what I'm saying? So that gambling addiction could have easily been picked up at any age. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all need to dive into Tsunade's story. Let's go on ahead and take the number 4th spot, okay? This is interesting, but to say the least, I wouldn't want to see it. Let's hop into the number 4th spot, which is Kurama, none other than Naruto's 9-tailed beast, okay? Let's do it. The tailed beasts have been alive for centuries. They've witnessed the creation and destruction of civilizations, war, peacemaking, and even the lives of their own Jinchuriki. As one of the more well-known beasts, Kurama is the obvious choice to be the main character of a spinoff focused on the tailed beasts. Despite initially butting heads with Naruto, Kurama began to care for him. A spinoff could better explain the change in Kurama's partnership with Naruto. A spinoff about any one of the tailed beasts' adventures would be interesting. Still, a spinoff focused on Kurama's journey along the Uzumaki clan has the most potential, as it could show Naruto's life from a different perspective. I'm not gonna lie, this is okay, but I'm gonna tell you why this really doesn't hold up to me as well. The only thing that you can deep dive behind Kurama is the fact of, I can't remember her name, but before Kushina was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, it was the one woman in the clan, and I cannot remember her name. Guys, if you remember it, put it in the description below. Go ahead and let your boy remember, you feel what I'm saying? But other than that, this right here, Kurama, out of everybody, I feel as though has already had the most character development and shown development throughout the whole series of Naruto. In the whole Naruto series, as far as the Tail Beasts were concerned. If anything, I would think the opposite of this right here. Instead of Kurama, since we've seen it throughout the whole Naruto, why not Shukaku? Why not, Chome? And what about them? What about them? You feel what I'm saying? And Madatabi, you feel what I'm saying? Like, what about those tailed beasts? The ones that we barely got to see until the war, honestly. When we knew about Tail Beast, but we didn't actually get to see the rest of them until the war. So why not take this and I would say, you know what I mean, do the other Tail Beasts? Because Kurama, we already know so much about. Whether or not you deep dive him into Kushina's or the previous Jinchuriki's past, I don't think this one will hold up too well. Let's go on ahead and hop into that number 3 spot, you feel what I'm saying? And this is one that I definitely would love to take a look at. Number 3 goes to none other than our gray-haired sensei, Kakashi Hatake. Let's go on ahead and talk about the dude Kakashi, should we? As the leader of Team 7 and a student of Lord Fourth, Kakashi is often surrounded by strong shinobi. Growing up, he was often described as a prodigy as he graduated from the academy and became a Jonin ahead of everyone else. Kakashi was one of many people affected by the wars Konoha was a part of, but the main Naruto series rarely talks about these conflicts. A story from Kakashi's perspective could examine Konoha life from a new angle. Similar to Naruto, Kakashi's childhood was so rough because the village failed him. Kakashi's spinoff could explore the mistakes Hiruzen made as the third Hokage and better explain Konoha's recent history. Me personally, no. This one I would have a problem with because the simple fact of the matter that yes, I would love to see Kakashi in, you feel what I'm saying, like with the class and his rivals and stuff like that. I think Kakashi's story would better fare off with Kakashi and Sakumo. You feel what I'm saying? His father. I really feel as though if you take a deep dive behind Sakumo, the White Wolf or the White Fang, you feel what I'm saying? That definitely would express and explain Kakashi's behavior, personality, and characteristics a whole lot more than just talking about the mistakes Hiruzen made as the third Hokage. You feel what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, put that in there, but I feel like rather than making that a focal point, you should make Kakashi and Sakumo a focal point and that secondary focal points. But other than that, hey, Kakashi's on the list. That's all we care about. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go on ahead and move on. You feel what I'm saying? In that number 2 spot is everyone's beloved as far as secondary to what? Kakashi, I would say. And that's none other than the boy Itachi Uchiha with the Tsukuyomi. You feel what I'm saying? So let's go on ahead and hop into Itachi. Itachi has a reputation for being an incredibly skilled and strategic person. He plans for events years in advance and follows through on plans regardless of the consequences. Itachi's childhood was so tragic because of government corruption hidden behind Konoha's leaders. Itachi's spinoff, similar to Kakashi's, could expose more of the corruption behind Konoha's officials. Itachi's spinoff could better explain the impact of Danzo's actions alongside the Foundation. His series could also show more of Itachi's character depth and his childhood interactions with Sasuke before going rogue. That is perfect. That right there, I would definitely say is perfect. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Itachi was thrown into the mix straight to Naruto as a villain. We ain't know nothing about him until later on, and I would say Shippuden, where we got to see Sasuke divert off as a rogue ninja and go hunt down Itachi. You feel what I'm saying? That's where we really got the backstory behind the both the brothers. But as far as like Itachi's growing up, I think the only flashbacks back then was just to show like the standpoint of the village of how it is today and how those actions affected Sasuke, not so much Itachi. Okay, so with that being said, we got to see that it hurt him. It definitely hurt him when he killed his girlfriend and he killed his mom and dad and was only leaving Sasuke alive. It showed the hurt, but it didn't go any more detailed or deeper than that, and that is perfect. I think that would work. And guys, we are down to that number 1 spot, you feel what I'm saying? And it belongs to nobody other than Gara of the Desert. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. At first, at the end of this video, I was gonna say that this ain't really chronologically ordered, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm only gonna say it's chronologically ordered to this statement. Gara deserves to be number 1. Hands down, Gara deserves to be number 1, because when it was first introduced to us, Gara was first introduced, him and Naruto, it was already stated off the bat, they were exactly alike. You feel what I'm saying? So to see Gara's standpoint from the Sand Village and how his parents pretty much ousted him, that would make an interesting story. Rather than their parents dying, parents ousting you. That's different. Let's go on ahead and talk about it. Gara of the Desert, all right? Gara's impressive jutsu and stoic demeanor gave him a cold reputation even from childhood. Similar to Naruto, Gara grew up as a Jinchuriki and faced horrible discrimination because of it. Gara's childhood made him feel alienated and hated, causing him to lash out at others until he met Naruto and gained a new perspective. Gara's redemption arc is one of the best of all time, so a spin-off focused on his transformation holds a lot of potential. His series could also portray life in Tsunade, which the main series didn't explore much. Gara's spin-off could show his journey to becoming Kazekage and earning the trust of his village, a story many fans would definitely be interested in, and I am one of them. When Naruto Shippuden came back, bro, and Naruto came back to the village only to discover that Gara himself has now became a Kage, and he's also one of the youngest Kages of his village and the longest lasting Kages from a young age in his village. So Gara is that man. As far as everybody is concerned, he has had the most character development out of everybody. Gara is that dude, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of feel like they hold him in Boruto, you feel what I'm saying? Because Gara came from being so monstrous to being subtle, but it's almost as if they made his power match his feelings. Like he's gotten weaker, you feel what I'm saying? Because he's more subtle and more calm now. But guys, there you have it right here. These are the 10, you feel what I'm saying, characters from Naruto that deserve a spinoff. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like we say all the time, we know our lore enough to know what is true and false. You feel what I'm saying? And I can say I definitely agree with all 10. We're gonna say 9. I agree with 9 out of the 10 because that Kurama one was a little bit wayward, you feel what I'm saying? To me, that's my opinion. But as far as this list is concerned, I agree with 9 out of the 10 characters who deserve a spinoff from Naruto. But guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with this list? Who do you think should have been added to the list? Are any of them your favorite characters? Are any of them the ones that you want to see? And do you have any of the Shinden novels of your favorite characters that were released? But guys, there you have it. You feel what I'm saying? The 10 Naruto characters who deserve a spin-off series. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Don't be afraid to hover and haunt that like button. Subscribe today to become part of the Soul Gang. Team Nephilim, let's get it. Tap that notification bell to know each. And every single time I'm uploading these videos, baby. And guys, remember, to be good at the game, you gotta kill with skill. And until our next nightmare, guys, oh man, I want to see some of these. I want to see some of these become an actual spin-off series. Hey, Kishimoto, I know you don't watch these videos, but you should. Peace, y'all. Peace.